your very own retirement account. Here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, not only we are helping real estate agents to grow and develop their own teams, but we are also offering these agents benefits. We are live, Mr. Neil Kwon. We are officially live, I think. So today it's an exciting day. We'll be going over some of our agents' benefits here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. And Neil, we call it the real estate office of the future, the real estate company of the future. And the reason we call it that is because we are the only company, Neil, that not only we teach real estate agents to make boatloads of money to serve the consumers. How do we serve the consumers? We teach real estate agents here, for example, on how to grow and develop their own team. We teach real estate agents on how to show homes to the consumers that the customer cannot see anywhere else, right? But today we want to focus mainly on our agent benefits. And to be more specific, we are going to, hang on, Neil, let me go to our right. There's so many benefits, but today we want to laser focus on benefits number, this one here. I wish I know how to highlight. Oh, I know how to highlight. Check it out. Your very own retirement account. I'm not that technologically advanced, as you can see. So we are offering real estate agents here your very own retirement account, and you have your private financial wealth building coach. So Neil, why don't you take it away from here and do a quick introduction on yourself, as well as how can we serve the real estate agents here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty.
Great. No, thank you, Rudy. I appreciate you having me. I'm really excited to be able to partner with you guys to be able to launch such a revolutionary strategy, very consistent with your company's corporate values and really helping your agents reach out to the community to help them find their home of their dreams, or to help families find the kind of their resolution to what they want to do with their real estate investments. You're actually now living that dream and that consistent value by helping your agents also be successful for their own futures. So just as you had shared before, I've never seen anything as cutting edge or as revolutionary, where you as a leader within your organization are being thoughtful enough to make sure that your agents are being good stewards of their own financial resources, much of the same way they can help their clients do that with their real estate. You're also creating a platform by which they can do that with their own savings. And so I'm excited today to be able to share and roll out the agent retirement program exclusive to agents, independent agents of your Home Sold Realty. So I'll just share a couple of slides. We just want to walk through this and really show why this is such a cutting edge, revolutionary partnership between our two organizations. So in thinking about this, right, what's so important, right? When you guys are giving advice to your clients about which type of home to buy, you have to take into consideration where do they want to live, geographic location in relation to schools, work, commuting, etc. Well, the same thing can be said as it relates to financial advice. Nobody's one situation is going to be exactly the same. There's no one size fits all cookie cutter approach to wealth creation. So we over here at Alpha Wealth Partners are positioned to work in a revolutionary strategy to give individualized consulting for each of the independent agents that are part of your Home Sold Guaranteed, to make sure that we can align you with the success that you're not only having now, but also for the success that you want to have in your financial future, to lead you to that place of financial independence. So as a part of this program, we're able to give unique, specific consulting around what type of strategies that are available for you if you're saving for your retirement. And in order to help you accomplish that, the leaders at your Home Sold Guaranteed are actually putting together a revolutionary system where, based on your willingness to save and to benefit your community through charitable contributions, right, which is consistent with the firm's leading thoughts around how to benefit society and the community, they will actually make a matching contribution to your individualized retirement program, right? So in partnership, we will help you guide you to not only what's going to be the right retirement strategy for your unique situation, but you have a partner, coming alongside you to make contributions on your behalf. And then to really close the gap on not only helping you make decisions on what might be the right retirement program for you, but how do you actually implement and actually carry that advice to the next level. So we actually follow that up with ongoing coaching with myself and some of the members of our team that are available to give each of our agents here access to the right advice, much the same way you give advice to your customers. So as far as eligibility and steps, again, this is available to all the independent agents that are part of your Home Sold Guaranteed. And so what we can do is set up by signature on a contribution form. What level do you want to be able to contribute to your retirement plan, and which charity, that's going to be one of the requirements, give back to your community. You can elect from a selected list of approved charities that your Home Sold Guarantee will make a contribution on your behalf, again, to give back to the community, as well as then direct those additional matching funds into your retirement program. All you need to do is fill out the enrollment forms, and we can schedule some time to meet with one of our advisors. I'm sorry, Rudy, go ahead.
Yeah, that is a good point, Neil. You brought up the fact that so your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty corporate will contribute to your retirement account with condition, right? What is the condition? Well, Neil just introduced, there are only two conditions. Number one, you yourself has to contribute to your own retirement account. Right, Neil? So Neil, if you're an agent here with your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, that's why it's called matching, what's the word? Matching contribution.
Matching contribution, yes, sir.
That means you gotta contribute first, and then then the company will contribute to your retirement account. So that's one condition. The second condition is because one of our core values here, Neil, we believe that your business is designed for others, right? We believe, one of our core values, we believe that you can do well in business by doing good to your society. So we built into these retirement programs. So the second condition is this: you gotta serve your community. So you can adopt any of the nonprofits that's really meaningful, something to your heart, because we believe that the more you become more successful, there's a reason why you become more successful. The reason you become more successful is because the people around you, your community, right, is so you can bless other people. That's the purpose behind it, right? We want you to be successful. I will give everything we can, Neil, with our intellectual property here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. We'll make sure you are successful, but we want to make sure that success is overflow so you can, the people around you, the community around you be better. So Neil, some of the nonprofits, Neil, that we already been partnered up, Neil, in the last 10 years, Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. Every year, Neil, we are on a mission to raise, for example, over 100,000 to help kids at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. We also partner up with Children's Hospital Orange County. We also partner up, Neil, with World Harvest to build schools like in all these third world. Do you know, Neil, all these places around the world, if you give people money, then that money will be gone like within a day or two, right? Then you buy food. But if you really want to equip and empower people, you got to educate. So we partner up with a great nonprofit, World Harvest, that basically to build schools around the world. So that way we can truly help the literacy rate around the world. So we want to make sure our agents here, yeah, it's one thing you become successful. You're going to make a lot of money if you follow our proven system here, but that's one thing. But what do you do when you are successful? We want you to bless other people around you.
Correct. And you're exactly right. And that's why I think that we're aligned so well, because it all comes in the form of education. And that's why you're building in the wealth coaching program for your agents. It's all about good financial literacy. So if we can help the agents here make the right decisions as they navigate their success, we want to make sure that they don't fall into certain pitfalls related to taxes. How do they make certain investment decisions as it relates to changes coming in the market? And everybody has a different situation. So the fact that we come alongside you guys and raise that level of awareness and provide that education so that you can ultimately make the best decision for you and your loved ones, we are so excited to be part of this partnership. Oh, Rudy, I believe you're muted. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Neil,
there.
can you go over a little bit in details or maybe show a little bit example? Because I put here, Neil, this is our agent benefits. This is our agent benefits book, Neil, where
Yeah.
we list all, we have 20-page documents that if you're a real estate agent at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, this is your benefits. But today, we focus on your, I put here, I'm not sure if there's anything we need to improve, Neil, you let me know. You are the person in charge here. So I put here your very own retirement account, personal wealth creation system with SAP, solo 401k, and also financial wealth building, coaching with personal financial planners and money managers. So can you give a little insight and example what's exclusive available for the agents here?
Sure. No, thank you, Rita. I'd be happy to talk about that. So one of the exciting things about what we're doing here, as I spoke about earlier, is this idea of coaching. And let's talk a little bit about the way I look at financial coaching. It's much like a GPS. Many of you are using GPSs every day to help you navigate to the different neighborhoods to find the real estate properties that you need for your clients. Well, same thing in financial planning. We help you guys understand where you are today and have an honest conversation about where you are today and ultimately where you want to be in that future. And so whether that comes through what your earnings potential needs to be, what your closing numbers need to be, or even how do you make sure to navigate around those pitfalls around investments and savings, we can do that. One of the things that a lot of successful agents, especially, in this environment with low interest rates, real estate agents are just uber successful and their deals are coming in faster than they can realize. So what do you do with all of that cash? How do you make sure, especially with some concerns around tax rates rising, right? Even in the news today, there's some considerations around capital gains rates doubling or even going away, so that the benefits of capital gains taxes may actually be a very big consideration for you and your customers. So let's talk about that. Some tangible benefits. If you're a successful real estate agent, you may own your own properties. Well, what do you do if you actually make some changes in there? How's that going to affect you from a tax perspective? We're not necessarily giving you tax advice because I'm not a CPA, but members of our team are qualified individuals and experts in taxation to make sure that we can help guide you around those considerations. But that same knowledge is also going to be very helpful to you when you're talking to your customers as they make their next acquisition, or if they choose to do an exchange. Is that going to be the right solution? So just by being exposed to what we can provide in a coaching perspective is going to transcend your knowledge, and it's going to help you give advice. Additionally, what I should say too is when you're deciding what is going to be the best saving strategy for the future, or what are they going to be the right investments, we actually take a measured approach to make sure that we are creating a saving strategy that is one that is going to be easy enough for you to follow. We don't need to over mystify or complicate investment strategy. At the end of the day, it's helping you understand what's important to you. So we have a couple of agents that we've worked with in the past. They're very successful, but their biggest concerns were taxes. And so we really consulted them on what would be the optimal strategy or type of retirement plan to allow them to save as much as possible to reduce their taxation. Others were wanting to say, well, how do I use my retirement strategy and still structure it in a way that, if I need to get access to it, but I'm really concerned about the market, how can I do that? So again, each and every single one of you are going to have different considerations around your wealth and how you protect it, how you utilize it, how you deploy it. We're going to be here to help you with that. So again, whether your retirement plan is going to be a SEP, a solo 401k, a traditional or even a Roth IRA, or depending on how you structured your business, we could even have conversations with complexities around defined benefit, privatizing your own pension if you're really concerned about that guaranteed future income in retirement. Whatever it is to help you get there, we're going to help you design that and give you the considerations for your unique situation and help you make the best decision possible.
Wow, Neil, that's actually, if you have time today, can you go a little bit more? What is the difference between all those retirement accounts that you mentioned, so at least we get an idea. But before we do that, Neil, I want to make sure everybody understand. Many real estate agents now at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty is watching this video. So we want to be clear is this: every time you close escrow, right, at the closing of each transaction, when you contribute to your retirement account and to the nonprofits of your choice, then the company, your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, will contribute to your retirement account as well.
Correct.
Is that clear enough, Neil? I just want to make sure we simplify the.
That is crystal clear. I don't think it could get any clearer, Rudy. You're exactly. What I hope everybody heard there wasn't a limit. Rudy didn't say, hey, we're going to cap you on our contribution. If you have a successful closing and you're sharing in some of that profitability with the charities of your choice, your Home Sold Guarantee will make a matching contribution per closing transaction. That's unheard of from what I've seen in the industry. Now,
so if you close 10 homes, 20 homes, we want you to close as many homes. I used to be in sales. I used to sell stuff before, Neil, before I joined real estate. I used to sell stuff, and I don't understand. Sometimes the company put a limit. We don't want a limit. We want you to sell thousands of homes. Like, why there is a limit? That never makes sense to me, right?
Correct. And that's a good point. And so the only limits that are in place are the ones that we need to be aware of, which is going to be the IRS guidelines. But again, that's a perfect segue into what you were talking about, Rudy, the different types of retirement plans that are available, right? So at its simplest level, right? So most people think about, well, where do you normally save? The big retirement savings vehicles that most people are aware of are typically going to be found in a traditional 401k or a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. That's what most people recognize, right? So right now in 2021, a traditional 401k, you're allowed to defer if you're an employee and your employer provides a 401k to you. The maximum you can contribute is $19,500. But for independent agents who are Schedule C income or 1099 earners, you're typically not eligible for a traditional 401k. You would typically have to open up a solo 401k. And so we can then talk to you about the different costs and considerations as to whether or not a solo 401k or a SEP IRA is going to be the best options for you. As an example, a SEP IRA, self-employed employee pension, is actually allows you in 2021 to contribute up to $57,000 of earnings if you're under age 50. Now, if people over age 50, you're actually able to contribute a little bit more as a catch-up provision. Compare that and contrast that with your traditional IRA or your Roth IRA. Traditional IRA, you can only contribute up to $6,000 per person. And then for a Roth IRA, same thing, it's $6,000 per person, but that's not tax deductible, right? So a Roth IRA is very different in the fact that you can save with after-tax money, but that money will grow on a tax-free basis for the rest of your life, and you're not subject to required minimum distributions. And so again, as you can see there, hopefully, that there are different types of retirement plans that are available. And depending on your individualized situation, whether your concern is maximum accumulation or minimization of taxes today, or somewhere in between, there has to be some consideration and dialogue around what's going to be the right fit for you. And then even there, once you set up that structure, we can help you with the selection of the investment vehicles, whether they're stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. It's really going to be based on each of your individualized appetites for risk. And again, we can help with that as well. So that's a very high level primer on the broad types of investment retirement structures. There are many, many more that we can get into. And again, we'll typically save that conversation for each of your individual consults.
Yep, that's perfect, Neil. Love it, man. So there are two types of real estate agents that's watching this video now. We have so many people watching this now. The first one is the real estate agents at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. So if you are a real estate agent at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, Neil Kwon will be sharing the details on this at our next sales meeting. But if you cannot wait, you want to take advantage of that free coaching because it's been paid for, right? So Neil is on retainer here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you want to call and set up that appointment, what is the best way to reach out to you, Neil, for our existing agents here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty?
Great question. I appreciate that. Perfect segue. You can feel free to give me a call anytime. Here's my direct contact information. You can see I have my email address listed here on the screen, as well as we've set up a specific scheduling link on Calendly. You can reach me at calendly.com/Neil Kwan/YHSG, and that will show you any available spots that I have open on my calendar exclusive to agents of your Home Sold Guaranteed.
That's perfect. Now, the second group of real estate agents here are the one that's not yet part of your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and you are interested to learn more about your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. I'm inviting you on Tuesday. On Tuesday at 10 o'clock, we have a 90-minute class that I go over all the benefits at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, how we are able to generate buyers and listing appointments for you. Think about it. If you're a real estate agent watching this, I'm gonna license to you our buyer's presentation, our listing presentation, everyday training and coaching, and we're gonna give you literally prospective buyers and sellers gonna call your cell phones every single day. It's like money is chasing you daily. And then on top of it, once you are very successful, and along the way, as you are closing deals, you get your very own financial advisors to make sure that you manage that money well. You can multiply that. We also teach you on investing in real estate, obviously, right? We have our own real estate investment coach on it. So it's very comprehensive. And then on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, I will give you this book here. It's your Home Sold Guaranteed Agent Book of Benefits. So it's up here on the top. If you look at the link on the top, you can register for the Tuesday class at 10 o'clock. Okay, so Tuesday at 10 o'clock, I will be giving you a free copy of your Home Sold Guaranteed Agent Book of Benefits, so you can see how not only you're gonna make a lot of money, but then how you can multiply it and literally build a generation wealth for you and your family. Now, back to Mr. Neil Kwan here. So can you give us real life example, Neil? As you know, real estate agents are essentially business owners, right? So can you give example when you work with business owners, 1099 position, kind of like exactly what our agents here. Real estate agents are the small business owners. Small businesses, as you know, Neil, is the backbones of the economy here in the country, right? So can you give real life stories so people can click, wow, this is really helpful?
Yes, great question. You know, there's a lot of different ways that not only from a wealth creation perspective, not only just from a savings, how do you really need to structure your savings and even, you know, protectionary perspective as a business? You are all considered key individuals of your organization. If something would happen to you, would your business survive? So there's other ways to start thinking about how do you structure your business from a cash flow, from a capital perspective, right? Because you each need to make investments into advertising. You need to make investments into marketing, right? To stage and list homes, right? To attract the clients, right? And the fundamentals of getting to that point really starts with sound financial coaching and advice to make sure that you're running your business healthy, right? I mean, you know, my father used to tell me, of course, right, that you find a job that you love, you never work a day in your life, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to work hard, but everyone also understands that you got to work smart. And so when we're talking about real life examples, we look again from a business perspective. When we consult small business owners, you got to look at capital, free capital. Do I have enough free cash flow to make sure that I can pay for my business expenses? And first and foremost, the people that allow me to hold my license to provide these services to my community are all part of, you know, some form of government or licensing agency. So you want to make sure that you're not running afoul of that, whether it's the IRS or your Department of Real Estate. You want to make sure that capital requirements are there to actually help do that. And when we talk about the IRS, again, one of the big reasons why Rudy and the team here are so motivated to help you guys structure something for retirement, there are some inherent benefits that will allow you to still save for retirement, minimize your current tax burden, And so whether that be consulting on the amount of funding or the size of an investment strategy you need to have to maximize your tax benefit, our team can help provide that perspective. Outside of that, we also talk about what if you get sick, hurt, or injured, right? Is your business going to be structured in a way that it's going to continue to operate? In this day and age, so many things are going just like we are today, going online. How do you stay competitive in a digital marketplace, right? And so part of it is going to be you got to stay relevant, you got to stay current in a digital market space. And we can actually give consulting around business cash flows as well. So again, I'm not pretending that I know all the ins and outs of a real estate agent's business model, but if we just look at sound fundamental coaching, that is also part of it. So we really focus on wealth creation in the form of two rules. Really, one is, don't lose your money. At the end of the day, right? Warren Buffett, one of my favorite investors, right, is his number one rule for building wealth is you got to have the money so you don't lose it, and you got to have time. His famous rule is rule number one, don't lose my money. Rule number two is don't forget rule number one. It's something that we always try to help people understand when we coach. So whether it's through investment selection or business coaching, you will have access to some of those ideas. Rudy, I don't know if that addresses the question you wanted me to cover, but as it relates to this idea of what are some tangible benefits, again, it's going to change for each of you. So if you want to minimize taxes, maximize cash flow, that's what everybody's dream is. So how do you really take advantage of potential deductions that, for expenses you may be incurring already anyways? How do we actually allow you, not us, but what is within the realm of potential deductibility to give you that tax benefit, right? So all that type of advice is available to us. I'm sorry, Rudy, I didn't know if you were going to add something there, but I wanted to share that this is all part of the whole consulting, because most advisors or most agents will go out there, they're making a lot of money, but they don't know what to do with that money, and they may be leaving money on the table, right? So don't pay Uncle Sam more than you need to. Right?
That's perfect, Neil. Part of our benefits for real estate agents here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, you also have access to our asset protection attorneys. Because Neil, when I first get my license in 2007, you are right. We are so busy as a real estate agent. We work 7 days a week, 15 hours a day. And then at the end of April, we have to pay self-employment, federal and tax. So part of the benefits, you have access to our asset protection attorney to make sure you are safe and tax strategies. And also you get Neil here, who is also part of our retirement account specialist. So can you imagine here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, not only we teach you every day, yes, that's what we do every day, giving you our buyer presentation, listing presentation, training, and we connect you with consumers who's thinking of buying and selling a house. But what's next? Right, so you have access to Neil, your very own financial advisors. You also have access to our asset protection attorneys. So together, right, the CPA together, this is for you to help you set up your personal, professional, and financial house in order. Right, so you have to surround yourself with smart people.
Getting financial house in order, I don't think you could have picked a better analogy, especially in this industry. So your agents are really well taken care of, and you have a revolutionary program, Rudy. Hats off to you and the team there.
Neil, because most everybody have their own opinion. What we don't want, the reason we give our partners here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty the access to sound advice, because the worst advice is the one that come from your neighbors, unless your neighbors is
a professional in that area,
right? Successful, but cheap free advice, right? So these are all everybody at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. This is all on retainer. These are not some random advisors, right? So we make sure that we are all on the same page. All right, Neil. So again, many real estate agents, if you are watching this, if you are not yet with your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty to learn more about the benefits here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, I'm inviting you on Tuesday at 10 o'clock for a 90 minutes masterclass. So you can see, we call it our virtual backstage tour of our team. Neil, is there anything else as far as the retirement on your space? Because that's where you really dominate on your space. Is there anything else you want to share with everybody just to wrap up our quick video here?
Yeah, I think it's at the end of the day, just remember everybody, there's no one size fits all solution. Everybody has different timelines. There's different considerations on where we are on the market. Everybody has different concerns and considerations around taxes. And at the end of the day, the biggest risks for your retirement are going to be risks in the market, right? Market risk and debt in the form of future taxes. So let's make sure that you get to keep as much of the dollars that you work so hard to earn. Let's make sure that you get to keep as much of that to build that legacy for you, your family, and to give back to your community. That's the number one most important goal.
That's perfect. So once again, can you explain from your end, Neil? Because I say it just now, but your voice may be better. So can you share, if I'm a real estate agent here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, what needs to happen in order for me to qualify for the company, your Home Sold, to contribute to my retirement account?
Excellent. Well, yes. It's actually, there's two conditions, right? And the two things is, first, you have to have a successful closing, right? That's the easy part. You guys are already experts there. But then two, you need to take the first step and commit to saving towards your own retirement plan, and not only save for yourself, but also make a defer or a contribution to a qualified charity that's of your choice, right? That's been approved and vetted by your Home Sold Guaranteed. And then because of those conditions, or those three conditions, right? One, you have to have a successful closing. Two, you have to save on yourself, save in your own retirement plan. Three, you actually make a contribution to a qualified charity, again, to further this, share your success out in the community. The leadership at your Home Sold Guarantee will make a matching contribution into your retirement account.
Well said, Neil. Thank you so much, everybody. So if you have any more questions on this, comment below and Neil will respond. And once again, Neil, maybe you put up your information one more time. So just in case if real estate agents here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty would like to set up that appointment with you, if you cannot wait until next week, where we will officially launch this, then
there you go. You should see my information on the screen. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes. Feel free to give me a call. I am based on the West Coast, and however, if you do call me, I'm available typically from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. However, my voicemail does follow me wherever I go. I look forward to speaking to every single one of you and hopefully getting to meet you guys at the next Your Home Sold Guaranteed live team event.
Yep. Thank you, Neil, for your time. Everybody, make it a great day. Put it on the chat below. Thank Neil for his time sharing this program with everybody. Make it a great day, everybody. Go serve big.